Morning, friends. It's a new day. Stayed at this Relax Inn. Alright, it's day 38 of our Appalachian Trail through hike in 2023. Today we're going to go up here to these gas stations, try to get enough food to go about 50 miles. Actually, I think it's 46 to the next place I could get stuff at. So I'm trying to do fewer days of food at a time to keep the pack under 20 pounds at all times moving forward. As far as a plan, it looks like there's some good spots around 16 to 18 miles-ish down trail. Right now it looks like it's going to be pasture land walking. I'll be able to do good miles if it's like that in actual soft ground. Dirt. That's a trail. Good job, Virginia. I love it. Yeah, let's get one more look at this. Quarter mile, Georgia to Maine, the game. Da, 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 da. Yeah, yeah, yeah. A quarter way there. Woohoo! Woo! Woo! Did you hear the echo? Okay, friends, it's like 2:30. We've got maybe 8 miles to go to get to that river crossing. Apparently there's a bridge out, and I would like to get across it today because I don't want to do it in the dark, and I don't want to do it when it's 35 degrees out in the morning. I'd rather just do it today, so I'm trying to push to get there and cross it. This is cool because if you see those mountains up there, we were just up there looking down on the fields, and now we're going through them. Anyway, just thought you'd think it was cool. All right, friends, it's about 5:15. I made it to this shelter. I've got 3.4 miles to get to the river that has to be crossed without a bridge. They say it's like mid-calf or knee-deep. So it's not something I really want to do at the end of the day when I'm really worn out. And by then, the sun's going to be, I don't know if I'll have sunlight or not, and I want to be able to see the river bottom. I know some other people did it barefoot. I'll probably try it that way also. So I think, given that it's supposed to be 35 degrees tonight, might not be a wise idea to get wet right before dark. So for those reasons, plus with my leg hurting, I thought, I'll just call it a day. I'll do what I was talking about earlier and adapt more quickly to the changes Virginia brings. And you know what? Nobody's here. Maybe I'll get a good night's sleep. Just practice relaxing a little bit. Might not be a bad thing, right? Well, this is kind of cool. I usually don't have this much daylight before I've got to be in bed. I'm usually racing in at the last minute, but I got all the stuff I'm not going to need for the evening in the pack. It's hanging, so the little critters can't get to it. I swept out the whole shelter in case anybody else comes. I ended up camping on this side because it seems like the wind is coming from that way, so I thought maybe that would be a little more sheltered. I signed a little note so people coming after me that might be looking for me will know I was here. And gonna eat here in a minute. Got that water is purifying. That little fleece is drying out from this morning. Spot should have sent its message now. I know it sounds crazy, but I packed out that sub, that cheese stick, and these chips from the restaurant last night. That'll be supper tonight. Eat a few of these for dessert. And then, because I'm 4 miles behind schedule, I had to get all this food out and recalculate, make sure I had enough for the 3rd day. So hopefully tomorrow I really can do 20. I was counting on it. And by only doing 15 today, that'll make 35. That'll be 11 to get out on the 3rd day to where I was going to do a resupply. So I have, I think, enough that I can scrape by to get there. There is a hostel or a store just off trail, somewhere in between, so I can do that if I need. That's a part of why I ended up staying tonight. I realized, okay, it's not as dire as I was first thinking. But yeah, so hopefully tomorrow. I just did a bunch of stretching, feeling better. So keep fingers crossed for me. Day 39. I am first order of business at Checkout Sunrise. I just went walking around a little bit, tried going up and down. My leg feels a lot better, so happy about that. So I think it was the right call to stay here at the shelter, call the day short. I was proud of me actually listening to my body and just stopping and altering plans, so that's cool. It's almost 8 o'clock, so mishap is slow hap again in the morning. But now we are setting out, ready for a new day. Good news, my leg is much better than yesterday. Bad news is it's still hurting kind of on the left side of the back side of my calf. When I'm going up steeper inclines, it seems to be fine on flat or moderate incline. So what I found is if I take smaller steps and pair it with my trekking pole to kind of take some of the pressure off of pushing up, did just fine. So that's how I'm adapting right now. I don't know what that means. I'm used to ankles, not calf issues. So what I'm hoping is it just needs more rest. So I'll try to take it easy today, especially on the ups. And maybe that river, if it's nice and cold, will be good if it has anything to do with like inflammation. This is downstream a little bit. See how much faster it gets right there? It's tempting because there's these logs that go over multiple ones over most of the river, but you're likely to get really wet and you could get sucked under that. So I'm thinking this might not be the best option. Across where the bridge was, the nice thing is you got a resting spot halfway. I'm not sure, it looks a little bit fast there. Okay, look at that. Much calmer. It looks a lot more shallow and even on the underneath. So I think I'm going to try here. There's even a rope here, so this is a good indicator that they're saying this is the best spot. When I've crossed streams before and I can't see the bottom, or it looks a lot of jaggedy stuff, I usually wear my boots, but I take out the insole so at least the whole thing dries a little faster. In this case, it doesn't look that deep and it looks like river rocks and it's got a rope. So I'm going to strap my boots on to my pack so I can be dry on the other side. Wish me luck. Happy to say, made it across. I actually was not sure I'd be tall enough to use that rope. So I actually used my poles, and I'm also used to using poles, and made it across just fine. The way I went across is I use my poles and I keep my feet facing upstream with my knees bent, and then I kind of actually went stepping downstream. So I went with the current, so I wasn't fighting it so much, and was just fine. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Yeah, set up the camera and go back across, mishap. Oh. Do you want to see me cross a river? You can check out Little Carp River Trail or Little Carp Loop Hike on my channel. It's probably on the I don't know what I called it, backpacking playlist, but it'll come up. And during that particular trail, I crossed 2 rivers and do a pretty good job of getting it from multiple angles and stuff. It's now 10:20. I did my whole foot thing, got the braces back on and all that. Ate, drank. Now, finally, ready to hike again. Let's do it. Beautiful, isn't it? And I'm loving this trail over grassy ridgetop like this. This is kind of what I was hoping Virginia would be. A lot of field and farmy kind of stuff. I think we're almost to the high shelter, the one that's like an old fire tower or something. $124. We're almost to the shelter. I was hoping to be here at 1:30, so I think did pretty good. Isn't that a cool valley? All right, let's check out Chestnut Knob Shelter. We take off the pack, take like a half-hour break here. We've done 9.5-ish miles today, and the majority of the uphill that we're going to need to do. From here, it sounds like it goes down a little ways and then up to a plateau where it stays for most of the afternoon until it drops to the shelter. So another 10.5, I think we can do it. Yep, elevating the feet, letting the blood flow back out of the feet and the calves and all that. And I ate my 6 and 9 mile food. So I have something for 12, 15, and 18 moving forward. And drank some water, but check the map, and if the waters look good ahead, I might drink more. Lighten up that load, cruise across the rest of this. I found a pair of black gloves. I'm hoping I can find the owner. I have a pretty good guess. I'm just trying to get trail word to them that wait at the next shelter, I'll bring your gloves. All right, 2 o'clock, time to hit the trail. My guess is we go this way, probably go down and then back up to that ridge. I think that may be what we walk across for like 5 miles, and then it drops down on the other side. The exciting thing, if that's true, is it doesn't look like it's going to be a huge climb going back up to that, because we're higher than that. Thank you, Trail Association, for maintaining that. Pretty awesome. Right now we have a lot of blue sky, sunshine. There is clouds this way where we're going. Hopefully rain will hold off. so much for my pasture land ridge walk I was envisioning. 7:30, made it, barely. I'm gonna go to